So my brother and I, we kind of grew up on Pokémon. Around here, a lot of kids did. It worked out perfectly for us too. Every time a new gen came out, one version, and since our mom liked to spoil us, we both got the third one. This is gonna sound, at first, like a bittersweet story about two siblings who grow up with a couple of games that eventually take them down two different roads. Well, it's a little more than that. Years rolled by, we kept collecting. Game Boys got old, we replaced them. Cartridges finally gave out, we picked up new copies. See, around then, my brother about happy. Even they sounded awfully cool. We just dicked around with it a little bit, nothing major. But whatever we did, fuck the cartridge out, glitched out completely. I told him, it's okay, we can replace it, I guess.
But here our paths finally differed. I became opposed to hacking my games. At least with that Game Shark. It disappeared in the mess of shit that got stuffed into the new closet. It took us probably a month to dig through the boxes we'd been too lazy to open up before. My old purple Game Boy Color still worked. His red one could no longer hold wateries in place.
Both of our GBAs were fine though, along with our snake lights and link cables. That one with the nifty little connector in the middle, it was so nice to have yellow and red and gold back.
You are really gonna use that? That is definitely cheating, you know. That thing will kill your game, you know.
No, it's going to save it. He never had liked me. Preaching to him about abusing pixels, I shut my mouth after that. I ought to know to keep my thoughts to myself, really. I was out on the porch, Game Boy in hand. Ill-balanced. I knew my brother was badges ahead. I hoped he'd let me borrow a Pokémon.
The thing is, I'd been out. I had no idea what he'd been up to. He wouldn't need those games. So I went into the house. Crossing the room, I noticed them. All of his games were lying on the floor. Some of the cartridges had been mangled. Even his old blue version was split halfway up. I was a little scared. Creeping over to his room, I found the door unlocked. Somehow that was even more concerning. I walked in and found my brother sitting on the edge of his bed. His GBA was in pieces on the floor, smashed to bits.
Are you okay? It was awful. I remember him rasping. Oh God. White everywhere, and then black. Ah!
We ended up in the psyche ward for 2 days. When we visited, I left my GBA at home. No one could figure out what had set him off. Mom brought in the cut-up cartridges to be looked.
Hey Angie. Go in my room when you get home.
I didn't understand what he meant. And then I remembered the things we hadn't packed up and brought in, the game and the hacking tool under his bed. Get rid of them. I don't ever want to play with them ever again. His voice was so weary and desperate. He sounded like an old man on his bed. My poor, damaged little brother. How could I refuse?
Promise you'll get rid of them. Okay. I promise. What happened to that game that scared him so badly? I was scared myself, but I just had to know. I had to.
I got down and crawled half under the bed. Under the bed, there was enough dust to make me cough. But I finally saw both objects.
They looked like such innocent, simple toys. But one code was scratched out. He tried so hard to erase it, I tilted it back in the light, and the words confused me. They looked like such innocent, simple toys. But one code was scratched out.